When a farmer placed a hen's egg in an eagle's nest, he received a shocking surprise. Children are our future. How you raise them will determine the fate of our planet. This story is about a farmer who decided to conduct a simple experiment that would be an example to many parents. He decided to switch hens and eagles' eggs to see whether they would take care of them or reject them. I'll tell you today about the results of this experiment. The farmer had been breeding various poultry for many years. He had chickens, geese, and ducks on his farm. He knew everything about their habits, what to expect from them, and how to look after them. His farm grew every year, and every year he bought new breeds of birds. One day he decided to buy 2 eagles from the local market. The birds had been rescued from poachers and were now unable to live in the wild. The first year the birds lived apart from the others so they could adapt to the new environment. The following year he was happy to find 2 eggs in the eagle's nest. The farmer was so happy that his eagle family was growing, but then a strange thought appeared in his head. I wonder how these eagles would behave with someone else's chicks. Will they notice a substitution? Will they feed someone else's baby, or will they throw it out of the nest? Indeed, the experiment was a little strange, but he still decided to carry it out. At the same time, one of his hens had laid 8 eggs, and she was diligently sitting on them, waiting for them to hatch. The farmer distracted the hen, then carefully removed 1 egg from her nest, replacing it with an eagle's egg, and then put the chicken's egg in the eagle's nest. It seems that the birds did not notice any difference and continued to sit on their eggs. One by one, the chicks in the hen's nest hatched and were all looking toward their mother with hungry eyes. The man could clearly tell the difference between the chickens and the eaglet. He was larger than the others, but it seemed that the hen did not notice this difference at all. She cared for all the chicks equally without singling any of them out. Then it was the eagle's turn. When the different chicks hatched from the 2 eggs, the eagles looked at them for a long time as if trying to understand what was going on, but then the eagle began to feed only her eaglet, as if she knew for sure that this particular baby was her own. So the hen's chick went hungry because the bird completely ignored him. Seeing this, the farmer hurried to change the chicks back. He was afraid for the baby chicken because he could die from hunger. Something incredible happened. It seems that the hen did not even notice the switch. She continued feeding all the chicks, not even paying attention to the fact that now a new member appeared in her nest. The eagle immediately accepted her second baby and started feeding them both. Several conclusions can be made of this story. First, birds, like people, do not always behave in the same way. The hen, despite the fact that there were so many eggs in her nest, did not single out anyone in particular, but took care of them all equally. On the contrary, the eagle only took care of her own offspring, completely ignoring the second, although he was also hungry. Secondly, similar situations also often occur in people's lives. Some are ready to adopt children despite the fact that they already have a large family and give their maternal love to anyone who needs it. Though there are others who will only care for their own and disregard everyone else. The story ended with the farmer switching back the eaglet to the chick. The hen didn't notice the change, but maybe she didn't care. Right away, the eagle took its baby under its parental wing and fed it. Their reaction impressed the farmer and made him think the mental capabilities of the birds. If you take a step back from in topic in hand and reflect on these beautiful birds, we can understand why people in ancient times attributed their characteristics of intelligence, pride, strength, and power. For these reasons, the Egyptians depicted the most powerful god of the pantheon, the sun god Ra, with an eagle head. There are a lot of examples of animals of different species coexisting together in nature. These animal relations exemplify harmony and are not enough to set an example for humans. Recently, the story of friendship between Gunner the dog and Delta the dolphin went viral on social media. In conclusion, I would like to say only one thing. Everyone has the right to their own opinion and own view. Let's be a little more tolerant of each other, listen to one another, and most importantly, come to the aid of those who need it. Animal species rely on each other too. Some have lifelong relationships with other organisms called symbiotic relationships or symbiosis. There are 3 different types of symbiotic relationships in the animal kingdom: mutualism, commensalism, and parasitism. Mutualism, both partners benefit. People are quick to tie the knot, but many animals say they'd rather not. In the animal kingdom, mating for life is a rarity. Most of the animals live in groups to protect each other from harsh climatic conditions, defend themselves against enemies, look for food, or for possible mates. They help each other to bring up their offspring and learn from each other. An interspecies friendship is a non-sexual bond that is formed between animals of different species. Numerous cases of interspecies friendships among wild and domesticated animals have been reported and documented with photography and video. Please share and subscribe to our channel and share this harmony world to expand everywhere.